back to another edition of Coach's Corner brought to you by Fats Cafe. I'm your host, Katelyn Grisillo, and joining me today from the men's golf team is Coach Carlisle. Thank you for joining us today, Coach.
Thank you for having me.
First of all, congratulations on all your success last season. It was very extraordinary to watch and very impressive. And with that, 2 All-Americans are returning this season. Can you talk to us about those 2 individually and what you expect from them?
Sure thing. Axel Estenson was the Freshman of the Year in the Peach Belt and also first team All-Conference and made 3rd team All-American. He's returning, had a good summer playing back home in Sweden and throughout Europe. And the other returning All-American is Johnson Holiday from Gallivant's Ferry. He was an honorable mention All-American. I think he made the All-Region team, the All-Conference tournament team. Had another good year, so 2 freshmen come in, play to that level, and have them back. We're looking forward to that.
Okay, now another standout, Hubert, qualified for the French Open. What does that mean for his confidence in play this year?
Well, anytime you qualify for your National Open Championship, that's a big deal, and Hubert, it meant a lot to him. It got him some good bit of notoriety back home in France and throughout Europe that he'd been missing. And so I think he's going to come in playing this year with a lot of confidence. He's been playing well so far.
Okay. Now you were selected 3rd in the Bushnell preseason, Golf Week preseason polls. You're the highest seeded PBC team by far. How much does that seeding mean to you and your team?
Well, we always like to be recognized. You still have to earn it. So we don't put a whole lot of stock in that. We don't rest on that. It's really not an accomplishment. You really haven't done anything to earn it yet. It's just based upon your potential. And I think what our peers know about our program and our players that we have the potential to achieve a lot this year.
Right. And talk about potential. You obviously showed it last year. Hopefully you'll carry it on this season. You finished 2nd last year. So what will be the focus of your team to end up on top in the PBC?
We'll just be doing the same thing we always do, just practice, play against the best competition we can. Last year we weren't too happy with the way we finished up towards the end of the year, especially in the NCAA tournament. We didn't play well once we got to match play, so I think we got a little bit tired, a little bit worn out. But it was a good learning experience. We were a young team last year, we're an even younger team this year probably.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now you open your season next week at the Kiowa Invitational. How do you prepare for that? What are your thoughts going into that?
Well, we just do the same thing we always do. It doesn't really matter what site we're at or who we're playing against. We just do the same thing. Golf being an individual sport, everybody has their own thing they work on, their own thing they practice and prepare for. So we'll just keep on doing like we always do.
Okay. And along with that tournament, your team is set to compete in 4 of the best Division II tournaments and 6 strong Division I. Do you make any differentiation between D2 or D1 at all?
Not at all. We don't. The Division II tournaments we play in are, like you noted, are very good, very strong fields. And Division I tournaments we play in, probably several of them are a lot harder competition that you can't slow down, you can't miss a shot. If you do, you get passed by everybody. And they're played on really good golf courses. So that all helps us get prepared for our postseason, for our conference championship, our region championship, and then, of course, the national championship.
Okay. And seeking out all those challenges, I'm sure you have the opportunity and luxury of playing on some awesome courses like you talked about.
We certainly do. You're here in town playing and practicing at places like Palmetto Golf Club. We're going to Kiowa Island this next week. Lake Javita in Florida after that, and then we play in 2 good Division I tournaments, one at Firestone, where they just played the Bridgestone World Championship on the PGA Tour a few weeks ago, and at Camden Country Club, which is University of South Carolina's tournament that they host in-state that they invite us to. So good competition, good golf courses, and that's what we're looking for.
Is there one golf course that you're most excited about playing on this year over the others?
I think our players really look forward to going to Firestone. It's a big deal. You stay right there on the property. You don't go anyplace else. Eat in the restaurant there. Everything's done right there on the property at Firestone, which is it's an iconic golf property in the United States. Great golf course, big history, so it's a big deal for them to go play there.
If you could pick one course to play on that isn't on your schedule, what would you choose for your team to experience?
Probably maybe someplace on the West Coast like Pebble Beach or Bandon Dunes, someplace that's a little different environment.
Okay. Have you had the opportunity to play over there?
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, well, Coach, this year, PacerSports.com is doing a new feature. We've already interviewed all the student athletes and asked them 3 things we don't know about them. So can you share with all the Pacer fans 3 things we don't know about Coach Carlisle?
3 things. I don't think there are 3 things people don't know about me. So I'll think about that and let you know next time.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Coach. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Year. That wraps up another edition of Coach's Corner, brought to you by Fats Cafe with Coach Carlisle. I'm your host, Katelyn Grisillo. Thank you for watching.